are you like me, who is a bit confused about astrology, and probably you already clicked on tons of video who tell you how to find your destiny through astrology, but you just couldn't resonate in the long term about it? Well, if you are like me, I might have a solution for you all in order to at least be guided about what might be your purpose and your destiny. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. All right, you guys, I am Nia for those of you who are new, and usually what I do on this channel is I channel messages from spirit and my angels, which is a team of angels that I call Ray. But even if you're skeptical, I kind of challenge astrology, I kind of challenge tarot and all of these things. Now obviously I'm about to reveal to you what could be, or what it is, your destiny according to your North Node. And why I say this, because in my soul project, what I do is I look at the chart of a person, and through especially looking at their Jupiter and at their North Node, I channel their soul project. To know more about this, the link is down below. That will lead you to the understanding of my soul project, and I also have a full-on dedicated video. But before I get started, I want to give you a little bit of disclaimer. These videos are done for entertainment purposes. I am not an astrologer. I do not follow any type of astrology. I just channel message from spirit, and obviously this is only to give you a general guidance, but you are the maker of your own destiny, and you can choose whatever sign you want to be, whatever North Node you want to be, and you can be a success in your life. And for that, we have the law of attraction, manifestations, and so many other tools that I also talk in this channel. So check it out. They are all linked, not linked down below, but they're all in my channel if you guys are interested. And I even have an e-course. It's all written down below. So take everything with a pinch of salt, but I really wanted to give a new interpretation of the North Node of astrology, because I think that what the majority of people are saying about the North Node comes from deep studies, obviously, of astrology, I assume, and it's kind of old and dated. So I really want to give my new interpretation, and this is the one that I also give for my soul projects. Now in the intro, I will explain how to find your North Node. For those of you who are already well navigated and know already what is your North Node, please go ahead and check the timestamps down below. You can both check Rahu in Vedic astrology or in Western astrology your North Node. I check them both personally, or you can follow the astrology that you prefer and resonates more. Now, when it comes down to find your North Node, guys, it's super easy. The only thing that you gotta do, you have to go on Google and write down calculate my North Node, or if you follow Vedic astrology, calculate my Rahu, or even inside your astrology, whatever it is that you prefer, just write down calculate my North Node. And what it's gonna ask you to do in one of the sites that you have chosen, you can choose one of the first ones, I'm sure it's gonna be all right. And what it's going to ask you to do is put your date of birth, therefore your day, your month, and your year, and where you were born, and also the hour of birth. Once you got all figured out, this is gonna leave you to a sign, and you just have to click down below the timestamps, and I'm going to reveal to you guys your North Node, the actual interpretation, my channel interpretation of the North Node and your destiny. So let's get started with the first sign, the North Node in Aries. In order to channel, I obviously had to take a while. I couldn't do it on camera. I meditated, and I got in my beautiful Sleeping Beauty diary, everything written down. So I do not script my videos, but obviously I'm gonna read what I channeled for you, Aries North Node, and for all the others North Nodes. And I also gonna give you examples of celebrities that have the same North Node. And it's been hard finding celebrities because I literally didn't know half of these people who they were. So I apologize for my choices, but I really don't know who they are, and neither their life. I live in a bit of a wonderland of my own, so don't worry about it. But I just want to give you examples so you guys can relate, and especially you can understand that no matter what North Node you have, you guys can be successful and even to the highest level. So everything is possible in life. Please don't get limited by astrology, by tarot reading, but only use them to manifest and be better and just have the life that you want to experience. At least this is my take. So with that being said, let's start with Aries North Node. All right, Aries North Node. If you are an Aries North Node, usually you should have a South Node in Libra, which is the fundamental basis from where you're starting this life. And if you believe in past life, is what you were in a past life. But obviously, this is up to you guys. So if you are a North Node in Aries, you are desperately afraid of conflict. You are so afraid of conflict and you want to avoid it so badly, to the point where you have become a doormat. And I know this was a bit harsh when I channeled this, but it's true. You don't even know who you are anymore because you're so used to please other people all the time. And more than people pleasing, I saw the image of the tower in reverse, which indicates that you literally are afraid of conflict, and when you can, you try to avoid conflict at all costs. You are so good usually at building the foundations of this tower that they have become rotten inside, because sometimes, even if you think about ancient castles or ancient ruins, they have to be restored. You have to take care of them, or sometimes they just perish. And this is exactly what you're trying to do when you're trying to avoid that tower moment, when you're trying to avoid conflict throughout your life. What the universe is going to present you is to destroy that tower so you will be able to create a new one, even better and even stronger. You have to learn to assert yourself, but more than assert yourself, you have to learn that sometimes you find expansion and growth through conflict. And like I said in my video about the soul project, let's remember this one thing, guys. Your purpose is to birth the light of source, the light of the universe in the world, or in more modern terms, is to grow, evolve, and expand your existing reality. So let's figure it out. But the way you're going to do it, it's personal and unique to you, and will depend on the lessons, on the level of advancement of your soul. It will depend on your talents and ambitions, and this is why Jupiter and the North Node are fundamental when you are analyzing, in my opinion, a chart, or you're channeling from that chart. Obviously, I don't have the Jupiter video yet found. If you wanted the link, if you want it, comment down below. But obviously the North Node will give you a list, a direction of your compass, and guide you where you need to go, Aries North Node. And the Jupiter will give you the taste, and also probably the placement of the house, but I'm not an astrologer. The Jupiter will give you the actual career, also with the medium Chelly, the actual career that you can take. But let's keep it simple, Aries. This is your energy. Let's keep it simple. Because another thing that I channel for you, North Node in Aries, is that you have a tendency to make speeches very complicated. And that is because you're always trying to be that diplomatic, and you're always trying to see each and every one perspective, to the point where you're losing your train of thoughts, and to the point where you're losing yourself in the process. So in this lifetime, finding your self-expression back is necessary. So do you know why you come into this reality? The angels are saying, because over here there is space and time. And what it means that over here there is space and time, we live in a space-time reality, therefore we can move, and our soul is interacting with the material realm through through time. And there are physical laws in this universe. And because of these physical laws in this universe, because of this space-time reality, there is the concept of evolution. Because in the spirit world, and I have a dedicated video about it called the afterlife, the time doesn't exist. It's really an illusion. You live in an eternal now in spirit. Therefore, when you live in a dimension where time is an illusion, there cannot exist the concept of evolution. Therefore, you came, Aries North Node, into this reality to evolve and expand. But you cannot evolve and expand when you're trying not only to please other people, but you're trying to avoid conflict. Because sometimes through contrast and conflict, you actually expand, open your mind, and find who you really are. So in this lifetime, you really have to experiment. You really have to think about yourself. You really have to think about yourself to the point where maybe sometimes you also feel guilty about it, because because I'm absolutely sure that North Node in Aries, you are not going to disregard people. It's just a matter of balance between your South Node and your North Node. This lifetime, North Node in Aries, you are asked to open your solar plexus chakra and go after what you're truly passionate about. The solar plexus chakra is really that orange aura that is created when you are passionate, when you're thinking about what you want, when you're going after your dream, and when your dreams, and when you're able to take all the knowledge that you can feel with the higher chakras and ground them in the physical plane. In fact, North Node in Aries, when you are not in alignment with this North Node, what it could happen is nausea, distress that comes from the intestine, for example, or even sometimes you can become intolerant to food because you're trying to suppress your passion and you're losing yourself in the process. So you have to go towards what you're truly passionate about, even if that sounds risky or crazy. And this is because you have to challenge the boundaries of responsibility that you have built in your past. And this will require you to think more about yourself than others sometimes. But in this lifetime, you're more than allowed to do this. And also, what you need is to find again self-expression back into your life and the fun out of things. Because sometimes as a North Node in Aries, you might have a tendency to really be too responsible. Not workaholic to the point where you're getting burnout, even though that is definitely a possibility. But you might have a tendency to really lose joy, to lose the sight and the youthful, fun things of life, if I'm making any sense. So if you're going to be stuck into people-pleasing attitude, or if you're going to be stuck into too many responsibility, you're not going to be able to ground your imagination and you're not going to be able to really find self-expression. Ultimately, you are going towards a direction that will make you stronger. And through this direction of making you stronger and making you more assertive, you will obviously ultimately lead others, which I think is the traditional way of interpreting the North Node. And I'm sorry if I am reading, but again, I channeled this all morning, so I have to read it for you, otherwise it won't make any sense. You also came into this existence to release pressure and heal heavy burdens from your past. So for example, in a past life, you might have been super dedicated to your companion, to your work, to your family even, and this has given you such a heavy pressure because maybe you had a role of importance, you were a diplomat, or maybe any type of job. Spirit told me it doesn't really matter what type of character you have played in a past life or in your past. What is important to understand is to release the core patterns of pressure. So every time you have to do a work, North Node in Aries, and every time you feel pressured about it, or you feel that this is my duty and I have to do it in a certain way, most likely what is going to happen is that the universe is going to challenge you so badly, because in this lifetime you have to release this sense of pressure and you have to do things coming out from more of a joyful and, like I said before, a youthful presence. It is possible you will encounter in this lifetime a lot of karmic relationship dynamic, which doesn't just mean karmic relationship in terms of love. By the way, I have a video dedicated about it, but it means that you might have accumulated a lot of karma in the past with a lot of individuals, and all of these karmic relationships, which will also come from your family, are teaching you to break free from this heavy burden and these heavy boundaries. So for example, you could have incarnated in a family with a really strict and controlling mother or father. You could, for example, attract a lot of people that want to take control over you, and this is all for teaching you to become stronger and to break free from control of others, so you can actually discover yourself. And therefore, another pattern that you might have is indecision. For example, when somebody is asking you, should you take a pizza or spaghetti, I don't know, or do you want to go to the movies, or do you want to go to the beach, you are always the one that says, I don't know, whatever. In this lifetime, if you're gonna say I don't know, whatever, usually you're gonna encounter people that are gonna be mad at you, and you're gonna start a fight, and you're gonna start an argument that usually you want to escape and avoid because you hate conflict. But you cannot escape and avoid, because this is happening because you must choose your path. You must discover what you like. And so what if you choose spaghetti over pizza? Maybe you won't like it, but at least by choice you will understand that that is not your favorite dish and you actually love pizza. But how can you find out if you're always afraid of conflict? How you can find out if you're always afraid to make a decision because you feel pressurized by others? The more you're going to do that, the more others are going to pressurize you even more to take a stand and make a choice. This is all to teach you that you don't have to always think about the past and what happened in the past and the triggerness even of the past, but that you live in a constant now, and actually through the vibration of your present moment you can create your future. So universe wants you in this lifetime light-hearted, youthful, and full of fun and going after your dreams. I channeled a sentence for you, almost like a mantra, and for you North Node in Aries, so your sentence is vacuum away fear. You can think about yourself, you can care about yourself, and you have the strength to make any dreams come true. And also some of the things that I have channeled for you North Node in Aries that might be beneficial to heal so you can fulfill your destiny is healing from codependent relationships, or even sometimes from addiction. Because one pattern that I noticed from the North Node in Aries is that you fall for drinking, or you fall for certain type of addictions of any kind. It could be even tarot or pick a card addiction, because of this fear of choosing the wrong thing. And again, you go back into the circle of not choosing something, and therefore not finding out who you really are, and not even what your dreams are. And therefore you also might fall into the pattern of giving your power to somebody, whether this is a companion, a boss, a guru, a cult, a philosophy. You are meant to break free from all of these things in this lifetime. And also your possible career may go from spiritual warriors, spiritual teachers, athletes even, or because obviously your North Node is ruled by Mars. I also channel that you are extremely connected with Mother Nature, so you could be an environmentalist as well, and this could be part of your purpose. But most likely you can follow any dreams and any career. It will also depend on your Jupiter, or just simply your choice, North Node in Aries. But it's very important the intentions on why you do that. And also I have channeled for you that you could be great as a dancer, or as a singer, or performing movements with your body. So you interpret, guys, however you want to interpret this. Another suggestion from Spirit that I have channeled for you North Node in Aries is to embrace life. And that is the sentence that you should put on your fridge and look at it every day. North Node in Aries, your destiny is to embrace life. And now talking about some examples and celebrities who have the same North Node as you, to show you that everything is possible and you can climb the heights of even success and fame if that is what you're interested in. But I find this as an example more to just inspire you, you know. So the celebrity that have a North Node in Aries that I found are Jennifer Aniston, Julia Roberts, Will Smith, and Marilyn Manson. And if you think about, like, I'm not familiar with a lot of these celebrities, but if you think about Will Smith, he definitely is almost like a motivational speaker, if I am correct. He does a lot of physical activity, and he really, I think, throughout his entire life has done so many things in order to find himself and then share this to the world, lead others and inspire others through what he knows. And he gives me the vibration and the impression of somebody really physical, like somebody that, okay, let's do it, let's go for the hard work, let's do those push-ups. It gives me really this impression. So probably also physical trainer could be part of your purposes, but obviously you can choose whatever you want. These are only guidance and my personal interpretation of your North Node. I don't know a lot about the other celebrities, so comment down below if you know a little bit more than me and if this is resonating whatsoever with you guys. And thank you so much, and see you on my next video. All right, let's move on. For those of you guys who have both in Vedic or Western astrology, whatever you choose, a Taurus North Node. Now, Taurus North Node, I channeled for you that I know there is this tendency in astrology to say that the Aquarius North Node is the most difficult North Node of the charts. I highly disagree with that. I actually channeled that Taurus North Node is the most difficult one in order to achieve. And why is the most difficult one? And I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a bummer, this is not a good start for a video, but it is one of the most difficult because you guys are dealing with a lot of challenges, a lot of obstacles, and probably you had quite of a tough time incarnating in this planet. But don't worry about it, because I'm about to reveal to you the true meaning of the North Node according to my channeling. So I'm gonna read it from my Sleeping Beauty diary because I channeled it for you guys. So this is not scripted, but I channeled it, you know. So Taurus, in this lifetime you are required to be generous and very patient. You will see throughout your lifetime that you have to deal with very heavy challenges. You are someone who learns from experience, and through your experience you will attract others to you and you will find your golden path. So when I channel this, it means that you will have a tendency towards North Node of isolation. You will have a tendency to be quite stubborn, but it's not because of the Taurian things, it's because you have this tendency to, I want to figure out things on my own. I know it all, and I am very deep, I am very knowledgeable, I just know. And therefore, I do not need others to tell me what to do. I do not need others to tell me how it is that my life or my destiny is. And this is why this is one of the most challenging placement, because throughout your life you will understand that actually we are all a mirror of each other, and through the relationship with others you are deconstructing yourself to find yourself back. And this is something quite hard for a lot of people to do, and especially for a North Node in Taurus, because your South Node is in Scorpio, and Scorpio usually as a South Node is a South Node that teaches you how to be deep, how to be a heavy thinker, how to be original, how to really figure it out on your own, and to have this extremely sense of intuition. In this lifetime is the opposite, in my opinion, from what I channel. Sure, you have a deep sense of intuition, but through the discovery and the experiences with others, you are broadening your mind, you are actually improving your intuition. So every time Taurus North Node, you're gonna feel stuck into your own knowingness, and it's just your perspective and no one else. Universe will test you, and universe will challenge you, and you will make your destiny even more. So North Node in Taurus, you are a natural loner, and therefore you are capable of this heavy, deep thinking, and again you want to figure it out all by yourself. But every time that you will want to be a loner or too original and not extend your light to others, usually universe will test you. And this is because, again, like I said before, you find yourself through the experiences of life, and you also find your light and the light of God, if you want to mention God or universe or source, through these challenging experiences. And for example, you could be someone who attracts a lot of people around, but at the same time you will want this feeling of being a loner, and you are obviously destined to be very original and to be very different, but every time you will want to capitalize on this originality without sharing it to the world, universe will challenge you, universe will test you, because your originality, your deep thinking has to be balanced with generosity and with giving this great knowledge of yours in whatever shape or form is gonna come to the world. And I mean, career is really up to your Jupiter and whatever you choose, but these are the intention and your destiny as a whole and in general. So generosity and patience must be your key words, even if others will emulate you. You just have to let go of it, because you are destined to inspire others because of the way you are. Taurus in the tarot cards is the Hierophant. Therefore, the Hierophant is an example for others. The The Hierophant is the structure-based law of religion, if you may. It's the representative of that religion, in the Pope Christianity, for example, and everybody admires him and also emulates him. So yes, you are a pioneer. Yes, it's going to be hard because you are very rigid when it comes down to share your essence with others. You want to keep it to yourself, and universe is saying no. You have to be generous. And do you know, one lesson that I learned about the ways of the universe is that every time that we think about generosity, we think Taurus North Node about giving money to others. That's not a problem for you. You are actually quite generous usually, but when universe is asking you to be generous is to release your attachments. Therefore, if you are a Taurus North Node who is attached to money, you will be asked to give and be generous with money. If you are a Taurus North Node who again is very attached to their own self-image and what they create, you're going to be asked to share what you create and to give space to also others to take it from you a little bit. Now, obviously, this is not to promote plagiarism. Plagiarism is something completely different, but it's that because you can become quite picky about this is me and nobody else has to done me. Trust me, I get it. I get it more than anybody, but this is what I channel for you. So you must let go of it, and knowing that everything that you are is through teaching others. You are full of these golden coins within you. So do not become greedy, but use them to feed the poor. And this is a metaphor. Do not become greedy about your talents. So do not become greedy about, I want to stay alone. I want to keep it for myself. I have it all figured out. Because if you're going to do that, I promise you, you're going to have quite of a challenging times, which is also a choice as well. And through constant generosity and extension of your life towards other, you will find the path to source, because ultimately through the experiences with others you are finding the light of source, God, universe, however you want to call it. You are destined to accumulate wealth in this existence, or even spiritual abundance. That is going to depend on your overall chart, on your overall energy, but usually North Node in Taurus are destined to be very, very wealthy, and their destiny to be very wealthy could be also like spiritually wealthy, like a pure abundance of knowledge. And it will be all about abundance that will determine your accomplishment. So what do I mean by that? This North Node in Taurus means that every time that you will gather a little bit of success for yourself or abundance for yourself in whatever shape or form, that's where the universe is going to trigger you and challenge your destiny. Are you able to give it to others? Are you able to let go of petty arguments? Are you able to be that wise teacher that you are? Are you able to go out and about and learn from experiences through that abundance that you have accumulated? If you're not, you're gonna go back to square one in order to resolve this karma and in order to accomplish your destiny. But you can do it. You can absolutely do it. And every time, in fact, you will use it to become greedy or have others to approve you, universe will take it away from you, and that will make you feel lost. Because one of the things that I channel for this North Node in Aries is this sense of I am feeling lost because people are not recognizing my wisdom. I'm feeling lost because people are underestimating me. I'm feeling lost because people are taking from me. I am feeling lost, period. And this is because you will have to learn to extend your light, to extend your talents through very challenging life experiences. But when you're going to become this wise pope, this wise teacher, this is going to obviously fade away. Every time you will be sincerely generous about it, universe will multiply your blessings. I'm sorry for my English. Go out from your comfort zone and be accessible to others. And also what I channel for you when I'm saying towards North Node being accessible to others, it's also through your speech. You are somebody that goes so deep into things that sometimes your speech can get complicated, or you can lose your train of thoughts, or people really find hard to understand you and grasp you. And this is very cool. This has a charm to it that obviously you're never going to lose, but at the same time you learn that you are a master at something, and especially you are a master in wisdom when you can simplify certain teachings. And this is your destiny, is to simplify things, is to become more accessible to others. And this is another form of generosity that you are finding in this lifetime. So you are a spiritual teacher no matter what job you will do. So even if you become an artist, even if you become a scientist, it doesn't matter what you will do. You will see that throughout your lifetime, your dharma is to teach spirituality to others, is to motivate them, but not as a motivational speaker, but more because you can really go to the core essence of others. And this is your greatest gift, is the fact that you can really teach what spirituality is all about. And in order though to achieve this destiny as a spiritual teacher, you must be guided by spirit. And in order to be guided by spirit, you have to trust your life experiences. So you have to surrender this stubbornness of I know it all and I gotta figure it out, because you don't. And actually it's through knowing that you don't know that you learn. So this is also very important for you. Your heart in this lifetime needs to be open again, because you have become, again, not just a little bit too stubborn, but you have closed your heart and you do not trust other people very often. So use only positive words with others, especially to make them see their pureness of heart, and in order to make the pureness of your heart to guide you. At last, your life, your speech, your everything needs to be simple, and your mantra, North Node in Taurus, is simplicity. So also the celebrities that I have found for you, one is Sushant, who has in Western astrology Taurus North Node, but at the same time we have Lady Gaga, Martin Luther King, Kurt Cobain, and Lana Del Rey. Now obviously I do not know all the life of these people, but if you think about Lana Del Rey, for example, Lana Del Rey, it's a poet in a way. She is doing a very original music, but her lyrics are so simple, like simplicity and stripped down to the minimalistic core of her music. It's been her trademark. So for example, in the music of Lana Del Rey, you can understand a lot about your destiny and how you should go about when it comes down to your speech. Also, if you think about Kurt Cobain, he has created a very unique style that was him at the end of the day, but his words, his lyrics were so simple, and the way he came to the acknowledgement of his emotion and the way he shared those emotions with the world through his music was done in a very straightforward, stripped down, and simple way, even though it was communicating a lot of deep core emotion, and it was deeply sensitive. So maybe by looking at the life of these people, you can find some inspiration when it comes down to your North Node and to your destiny. And I hope this has resonated with you. Please comment down below if you know more than me or you want to share your stories, and I'm gonna move ahead with the next sign. So Gemini North Node, where are you heading in this lifetime and what is your destiny? I got it all written down because I took my entire morning to channel all of these meanings, so I never script my videos. This is not a script, but let me read it for you so we get to the core of what is your destiny, okay? So Gemini North Node, you love fragrances and perfumes, which I thought it was so weird, but you love to be seen and admired. You love to charm others and aid others to see you for the way you are, because you want others to see only the pretty image that you have constructed in your mind. You love passion and luxury, and you want to live wealth, and you want to be successful and become somebody in your life, and you want to live towards that picture that you have created in your mind of yourself. But this is not what you're gonna do in this lifetime, and that is why in this lifetime you have incarnated with little to no money and with a body that you probably don't like, and that you're learning to self-accept, and you're learning to accept yourself, and you probably feel a little bit of starvation for success. But these are not negative things. What this North Node in Gemini is trying to teach you is to find yourself and to become truly authentic with who you are, and the fact that sometimes you don't have to be liked for the pretty picture that you have in your mind, but you can be liked for who you truly are, even though sometimes you might not like that version of yourself. So it is all good, Gemini North Node. You are just learning to find bliss in truth, in the truth raw essence of you, rather than in the expanded version of reality that you had in the past. So if you believe in past life, in a past life you might have had a really a very adventurous life, a life that was really expanded, and you were able to always portray to others the pretty picture that you had in your mind. Like, you were always able to be in a certain way, to speak in a certain way, but every time that you will try to portray this fake image of yourself to others in this lifetime, universe will challenge you, because in this lifetime you're just not made to be a pretty doll, female or male or whatever it is. You are actually meant to be raw, and to understand that sometimes it is okay not to look perfect. Sometimes it is okay not to be 100%. Sometimes it is okay if you don't know. Sometimes it is okay to be wrong, because in actuality you can never ever be wrong. And sometimes it is okay even if you don't have tons of knowledge, but you want to share what you know to the world. What you're learning also in this lifetime, Gemini North Node, is to become a little bit less vain, and to understand that even though you can be the most beautiful person aesthetically in this planet, that won't lead you to anything. That will lead you to happiness. Actually, that will lead you to even more a portray of illusion, because what is going to happen is that you're going to attract people that only want you for that pretty image that you have been so gracefully portrayed to the world. But then deep inside, you're gonna die inside, because you know that that is not who you want to be, and you know that it's so hard and exhausting to try to be an expanded version of yourself. And this is your soul literally fighting for balance and striving to become more raw and authentic. And sometimes you might lose yourself to the point where you don't even know what raw and authentic is anymore, because you're just not used to have that courage to go after what truly is in your mind, or to even have the courage, Gemini North Node, to figure what that raw essence exactly is. And this is because of all of this past lifetime dedicated to the development of success and an expanded version of yourself. So this is going to be very personal for a lot of you guys, because some people are very vain and they want an expanded version of themselves in regards to aesthetics. Some other South Node in Sagittarius will be an expanded version of themselves for intellectual knowledge. So it really depends on who you are and other placements in your chart, but this is the general essence that I have channeled for you. You are not born again to preach perfection. Actually, every time that you will try to be that perfect preacher, universe will challenge you. You are not here to be a spiritual teacher. You are not here in this lifetime to be perfect, and neither to preach about perfection, but actually quite the opposite. Life wants to crown you as the Empress in this lifetime, or the Emperor. But the Empress more as the interpretation of the tarot card. Why? Because the Empress is number 3. So for example, for a North Node in Gemini, you could resonate a lot with number 3. And number 3 is the number of creativity. So in this lifetime, North Node in Gemini, you are really learning what creation is, because you might have to be obliged, thanks to the universe, to create yourself from scratch, and to create it in a more authentic and raw way, like I was saying before, because you're you're not just limiting to portray some shallow image, a pretty image that you have in your mind, but you will actually be required to do the work in order to be that creative artist that you want to be that voice of difference, to be that someone that challenges the status quo with their own voice. All of these things are part of your destiny, and they get activated with number 3, which means original creativity. So for example, on the contrary of the Taurus North Node, you are here to birth something deeply original that it's only about you, and that is in contrast with what you have done in a past life or in the past. So for example, you can find the help of people that have a North Node in Taurus because of this reason, because they will teach you how to become more original in your creativity. And only through creativity you will find the emperor of your dream. So even potentially in a relationship, if you're looking for a soulmate or a very long-lasting relationship, every time that you will try to fit a perfect image or a stereotype in your mind that female likes this or men like this, stuff like that, like stereotypes about relationship, universe will challenge you, because in this lifetime you're meant to find somebody that holds the energy of number 4 or holds the energy of the card of the emperor, somebody that will take your creativity and will help you ground them and make a plan out of it. So every time you will try to find somebody that either is deeply creative as you or somebody that wants to portray a fake fairy tale, universe will challenge you in relationship. Every time you will want to portray a utopia in your mind, universe will challenge you. Every time you will dream about soulmate, impossible relationship, universe will challenge you. Or if we are not talking about relationship, North Node in Gemini, you need to find also the emperor within yourself, so you can take your creation and then make a wonderful plan to apply them, even if you have to risk or at the cost of not being liked. So every time that you will do the opposite, the universe will push you to square one. So that's something that you might want to know. You must learn to create only with the universe and with the energy that creates it all. So instead of creating with the image that you have in your mind of what perfection is or what a life should look like, you must learn how to co-create with the universe what is the best for you and what is the best for others. And this will help tremendously on your destiny and on your purpose. So this unwavering faith and wild imagination that you are cultivating in this lifetime, that you will make a difference in this world and you will help growth, evolve, and expand this existing reality. And this is what others will truly appreciate about you, not the pretty image that you're trying to portray to others only because this is what you're comfortable with and this is all that you know, because you just never had the courage to do something different and you want to live that vain expanded life like you used to in the past. So stop being weak, the angels are saying, and indecisive about life. Shield yourself. Life is a jungle, and in this lifetime you are not allowed to be a pretty parrot. You must learn to be the jaguar, fierce and bold. So listen to this. You're not allowed to be a pretty vain parrot. Parrots are so cute, by the way. I'm not judging parrots, but you are the fierce and bold jaguar, Gemini. The jaguar is a well-muscled animal, and in this lifetime will force you to forge your spiritual muscle. Is the 3rd longest animal in the world. Don't be afraid to be seen for who you are. Just try not to compete with the lion and the tiger though, because they are bigger than you, and therefore if you want to put yourself against the tiger or the lion, either you don't or you find a friend and a mate in them, because they are going to show you who is the strongest of the jungle, because your destiny is not to be the strongest of the jungle, but is to become strong, to become different, to even walk alone sometimes, and to use that fierce muscle to be fast and to use your creativity to help others in your own unique way. Your job could differ from many things I channeled for you, Gemini North Node. You could be a songwriter, you could be a musician, you could be singing, you could use anything that has to do with Mercurian energy. Therefore, you could rule also communications and becoming a YouTuber. But everything that you will do it quite different. And I'm telling you, every time that you will try to be this perfect image that you have in your mind, people are going to criticize you, and you're going to go back to square one to understand who you really are. Your dreams in art will become true only when you're going to be capable to be different and to challenge who you are and your ideas of perfection or what it is to be true and right. You will challenge this, and when you will challenge this idea of perfection, there is when your art will become famous or whatever it is, or successful, accomplished, or whatever it is that you're doing. And your mantra that I have channeled for you, Gemini North Node, is enlightenment. Why enlightenment? Because it's only through the understanding of the ways of the universe and your alignment with your higher self that you will reach your core fundamental truth, and you will be able to create the experience that you truly deserve, and that will be unexpected and beautiful, and it will lead you so much further than what you could have possibly imagined with just your little mind slash ego. So celebrities who had a North Node in Gemini are Donald Trump, which I am not quite sure that is actually doing what I'm saying, so I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Comment down below. We also have Freddie Mercury, which is somebody that has utilized his voice, has utilized his creativity, and was able to be different and communicate such a large message to the world. We also have the beautiful Monica Bellucci, which might seem like she's not speaking a lot, but if you think about the way her beauty in and of itself, and how she became famous all over the world to portray a creativity that is super different. Well, if you study the way she talks, her North Node will really resonate with her. We also have Amy Winehouse, Billie Eilish, and Van Gogh. I don't know a lot about Billie Eilish, but Van Gogh, we know that he has started his creative process later on in life, and he has created something unique that was so different from other people. So he has used that imagination to challenge the status quo and to create a different form of art. And this is also what Amy Winehouse has done. Throughout her entire lifetime, she tried to desperately portray a perfect image of herself through that Motown vibe, and failed miserably. And because of this failing miserably, she was authentically herself, and she has portrayed not only a unique genre that she has created through her original creativity, but she really has shown also the dark side of her addiction through her lifetime, unfortunately, and she has portrayed a very raw side of life. And these are some of the inspiration, not that you have to end up like Amy Winehouse, I'm not saying that, of course, but these are some of the inspirations or celebrities that I have found for the North Node in Gemini. Let me know in the comment section down below if this new interpretation of your North Node is resonating with you, and share also your stories. And I'm gonna move ahead with the next sign. So for you, North Node in Cancer, I'm coming inside, and there is all a reason for it also for the next sign, and also because the sun was going down, so I apologize if I'm changing location. So North Node in Cancer, what I channeled for you, and what is your destiny and where you're heading in this lifetime. I got it all written out in my beautiful Sleeping Beauty diary, because I took the entire morning of meditation to channel it down, so it's not a script, it's just that I'm reading it for you, okay? So Cancer, every time that you feel excited because finally your intuition is kicking in and you are on the right path, even if it sounds a bit illogical and crazy, you feel triggered and you do not follow it. Why, Cancer? And you ask too many questions to yourself and lose the opportunity. So in this lifetime, you have to learn how to trust your inner feelings, how to be that high priestess that you are. And this lifetime, the universe is making sure that you accept that you can be psychic as well, and that you can be moody, and therefore logic for once goes out of the window. So your mantra is to do less and to receive more, because Cancer North Node, you're just so used to do to the point where you have pushed yourself to a literal burnout. In this lifetime, you are learning the feminine ways of, or divine feminine ways, I will say, of allowance. That sometimes rather than do millions of actions one after the other, it's better to meditate and to still your mind and be sure about your vibration and how you feel, because it's only when you're sure about how you feel that you can go after your dreams, and that one action that you're going to take is going to propel so many more opportunities and so many more abundance than other people rushing for taking actions and maybe not going anywhere or going somewhere in the short term but not in the long run. So in this lifetime, I saw the image of the Four Swords. I saw the image of you stealing your mind, meditating, learning meditation, and learning how to tune to yourself, as this is one of your greatest destiny as a North Node in Cancer. You have been a very dedicated person in the past, even in a past life, if you may. And in this lifetime, you are learning how to chill. So please, Cancer, you can do this. Chill a little bit and learn the feminine ways of acceptance and allowance, because sometimes you're also in relationships or in whatever dynamics of your life, you don't always have to be the one that gives, but you have to learn the balance between give and take. So in this lifetime, you don't have to worry that you're not going to have a job or end up in the street and be jobless. The only thing that you're probably not gonna have in this lifetime is to die of heart attack, the angels are saying, because the one thing that you don't have to do as a North Node in Cancer is to burn yourself out from work or of anxiety. So in this lifetime, you have to see things from the inner piece of your higher self, and it's only when you're able to see from the piece of your higher self that you're able to grow, expand, and evolve this reality, and therefore accomplish your destiny and your purpose. So every time that you will try to hush and rush and fix things or try to push for any type of material accomplishment, the universe will challenge you so you can learn to become more chilled, relaxed, and almost like that new agey, very love and light spiritual person in a way. But if you do it in a genuine way, that will ease a lot of your anxiety and a lot of your tension in order to make things done and in order to be perfect in any way. And the universe, when you will chill and learn the art of allowance, will absolutely reward you with abundance. So also, one thing that I will suggest you to do as a North Node in Cancer is to avoid petty arguments, drama, and gossip. For you, this is a must, as sometimes you might feel carried away about participating in some arguments or sharing your voice. And it's not that you cannot share your voice, but in this lifetime, you have to learn to take a back seat and allow people to come to you as a counselor, as an advisor for others, and not because you're always in the midst of some drama or you're always in the midst of some arguments in regards of different opinions with others. So on the contrary, you have to only show up in this lifetime. So what does it mean to only show up? In the past, you might have been somebody who really was going after your dreams, and which there is nothing wrong, it's just that you are following a different rhythm in this lifetime. So you might have been somebody that action, this is the way to do things. And let's say if you're a YouTuber, I do one video a day and I'm gonna show you and I'm gonna motivate you. Like, this sort of energy has to go and be thrown out of the window. You have to take a sit back and be the ones that takes it chill, cool, and talk smoothly and heal others with just their presence, and you just have to show up and do your job. And this is gonna challenge you because as a North Node in Cancer, you will feel very bound to do more. Like almost you're guilty if you have an attitude of being a little bit more laid back. And this is because you have to balance this out. Otherwise, you're going to burn yourself in the process, and you're not going to learn the other facets of life, that it's not just about work, 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 but it's also about, am I in the right vibration? North Node in Cancer. Am I allowing? Am I nurturing myself? So your destiny is to be a queen. Potentially, I also seen for you the Queen of Swords, which I know Cancer would have been associated with the Queen of Cups, but I saw the Queen of Swords for you. So you are a truth teller, Spirit is saying, of the hidden realm, and you are embodying the spirit of the moon. So it's not that you are not going to be allowed to share your opinion in this lifetime, North Node in Cancer. You definitely are, but you are not going to do it in a confrontational way. You're going to do it in a very allowing way. Like, let's sit down and let me tell you my wisdom. Let me tell you the mysterious ways of the moon. And when you are going to do it in this way, you're going to be rewarded immensely, and you're going to be aligned with your true North Node and your destiny. And you are going to share your truth. Like, trust me about that. You're not going to lose on anything. But also, you will find your passion in this lifetime, not necessarily in your job. So you could be that, for example, you will do a part-time job, or you will dedicate yourself more to your family, or maybe you will be full on dedicated to your job. Also, this is possible, but you're not going to do it in that confrontational or in that forceful way. You're going to do it in a very gently and smoothing way, because in this lifetime you are learning partnership, family, nurturing sensation, and again, this feeling of allowance and faith and trust and surrender into the mysterious ways of the universe. And also, what I have channeled for you, that your destiny is to have love in this lifetime. If only you will stop trying to make things happen for you, even on a romantic aspect. So every time you will be fixated to make a person work out, or be the nurse for somebody else, or to fix a relationship, the universe will challenge you, because the universe wants to deliver to you only through faith, only to unwavering trust in your own intuitions as well, and as well with the universe, that you can have that soulmate relationship, and you do not have to fix anyone. You can just have someone that vibrationally matches you. And in order to do that, North Node in Cancer, your mantra is awaken your psychic abilities, or your psychic senses. So you have to express, or you will express, as your destiny and as a North Node in Cancer, your divine feminine energy, and embrace is magical intuition and nurturing qualities. Your mantra is go with the flow, which I know is gonna make you cringe a little bit inside, because it's not what you want to hear, but this is what I've channeled for you. And be open to give and receive love in a flow, because love is indeed who you are, and sometimes love is found in the most unexpected places. And now, talking about some inspirations and celebrities who have the same North Node as you, Cancer, we have Brad Pitt, for example. We also have Michelle Obama, Johnny Depp, and Hugh Hefner. Now, I don't know a lot about celebrities, but comment down below if the celebrities are resonating with what I've channeled, because literally I really struggled finding celebrities. I don't know anything about their life. But what can I tell you about Brad Pitt is the fact that maybe perhaps he is very deep, and he has a bit of a psychic sense, and he should awaken his psychic senses. Definitely Johnny Depp has this mystical aura of the moon in him, and he has his own personal way of doing things. And I think that every time both Brad Pitt and Johnny Depp have tried to make things work for them, especially in relationship, life has given you a lot of challenges and trouble, because they have to learn to go with the flow. flow. And in actuality, if you think about the life of Johnny Depp and how it got discovered, and even Brad Pitt, they got discovered out of the blue, if I am correct, and they didn't even want to become actor. I think Johnny Depp has actually said it, that he didn't want to become an actor, and it just happened. That's because as a North Node in Cancer, every time these two people will go with the flow, things will just happen for them. Now, obviously, if you know more than me about these celebrities, please comment down below, share your stories. This is what I channeled, and this is my new interpretation of your destiny and of your North Node. And I'm going to move ahead with the next sign. So, North Node in Leo, my favorite cat. How you're doing? Are you ready for my new channel interpretation channel? From who? From my spirit and angels, who are also called Ray. If you don't believe in it, don't worry about it. It's a bit of entertainment. So Leo, North Node, are you ready to know what is your destiny in this lifetime? I got it all channeled over here in my beautiful Sleeping Beauty diary. I've not been sponsored, by the way. My videos are not even monetized. So let's find out together, and apologize if I'm going to read a little bit. Leo North Node, what is your destiny? So, Leo North Node, stop faking to be a humanitarian. No, you're going... I'm sorry, because I know this is going to get a little bit like... it's gonna trigger you a bit, but Leo North Node, everything is good. I know you care, and I know you have done it in the past. I know you care about others, and I know you can generally do a lot for other people as a humanitarian yourself, but you know, sometimes it equals more to be kind to an old lady who needs to cross the street and needs a loving hand than to try to save the world. Because simply in this lifetime, it's not up to you to save humans from themselves. And I know, Leo, that this is gonna trigger you a little bit, so do not bite me. Do not roar at me. I'm just saying, you are bold and expressive, and you are not afraid to speak your truth for bettering the world and create a new world order. It's just that in this lifetime, universe doesn't want you to do that. You already have done it. This is all fantastic, and the universe is congratulating because you have already contributed to bettering the world in this way. But the way you are going to evolve, expand, and grow this reality in this existence is quite different, and is obviously going to challenge you, as this is your true North Node and your true destiny. So in this lifetime, you must learn the subtle art of diplomacy and persuasion, even sometimes become a bit more sensual and a little bit more seen by the public. But how? By being charismatic and by being an icon for others. And if you think about becoming iconic or being an icon for others, even the tiger is iconic, even the lion is iconic. But it's not because necessarily the tiger or the lion is saving the world and is a humanitarian. It's simply because the tiger is beautiful, he's fearful, his energy is iconic, and this is your lifetime, this is your destiny. And stop feeling guilty every time you will want to become iconic. You are so prepared, you are so knowledgeable, you have done so much work for others all the time, in also this sense, also in this practical sense, that you do not have to justify it with the universe. This time you can be in a different position and be proud of that without feeling guilty. So this sense of guilt that you have every time that you feel charismatic, every time that you will use your sensuality, every time that you have a feeling of persuasion, needs to be gone, because you're not doing anything bad unless the intention for wanting to persuade others are, you know, wrong in essence, because you are a gold digger. Let's say, you know, you want to take advantage of others. Sorry, I'm very straightforward. But let's say that you're using the art of speech and the art of charisma and persuasion to really influence others for the positive and for the better, then you're not doing anything wrong. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about this ever again. So ultimately, you are a fine healer, North Node in Leo, which is something that I am sure not a lot of people have told you because of this North Node. And You are a healer of what? You are a healer of consciousness, because through your image, through your charisma, and through also the work that perhaps you have done in a past life or in the past, whatever is your belief system, you are able to touch at the core essence of others. And this is an incredible gift of yours. You are just learning to balance your fire and the fire that you're carrying in the planet, and also the fact that you want to save humans from themselves, because you have cultivated humanitarianism and deep thinking and deep knowledge so much in the past that you know that humans can be messed up. But sometimes, Leo North Node, what you have to balance, it's also the fact that you are human, and therefore you have humanly desires for success and admiration and recognition and to shine. Therefore, I do not see why you will feel guilty of it. You can accomplish the same bigger goal, but sometimes you are also accomplishing this new world order by being kind with that old lady in the street, or with a co-worker, and then you can be yourself and you can be that iconic self that you're destined to be. So also, what I have channeled for you, and I'm sorry because this book is so heavy, it is okay to be seen. It is okay to have desires of success, and even sometimes the North Node in Leo to be a little bit more frivolous in things. That is perfectly fine, because the only difference is that the reason why you're doing things is different. You're not going to be shallow. This is what I wanted to channel over here, so I apologize. But actually, through caring sometimes about more humanly aspects, you are going to heal others, because you're going to show others that it's perfectly fine to be human, and it's perfectly fine to be iconic, to be charismatic. So, for example, you might be a person I channel that have a tendency to be very straightforward in speech, like even too much. So in this lifetime, you have to learn to become more diplomatic. You have to learn that you could share your truth, but you must share your truth like the beauty and with sensational, sorry my English, you have to share yourself with that gift of persuasion, because sometimes you can say the same thing, but you can say it in a very harsh and direct way, and therefore people shut down immediately, or you can say it with a very classy and a persuasive way about you, with a charisma about you, and that will influence millions. And this is your destiny in this lifetime. So why would you again feel guilty of this? Spirit is saying every time you will try to sit in the crowd and be a leader from there, the universe will challenge you, because in this lifetime, I am sorry to tell you, North Node in Leo, I know you find yourself super comfortable in the crowd, but you're not meant to be in the crowd. That is up to somebody else in this lifetime. You are meant to sit with the royals. You are meant to sit with the influencers or the celebrities in this lifetime, and that is perfectly fine. And do you know why this is perfectly fine? Because by sitting with the royals and by sitting with the celebrities, you North Node in Leo, you are going to challenge them and you're going to trigger them, because you are that uncomfortable black sheep in the midst of the royals who obliges them to think about what is the best for the collective, because this is what you have done in a past life. Because you have been in the crowd, now that you are sitting with the royals, you are going to piss them off a little bit, because for example, you are going to arrive there with a lot of hard work perhaps, or you're going to arrive there in a very unexpected way, not because of the fact that you are, you know, a star kid, or you are born in a rich family or things like that. You're going to arrive there because of your talent, and this is going to piss them off a little bit, and this is perfect for your destiny, because it's going to give you the courage to be a black sheep in the royal family, if it makes any sense, to challenge them and to express yourself, to learn from them the art of persuasion, but at the same time to teach them and to show to the world their dirty secrets so they can become better as well. So I know this sounds a little bit crazy as a channel message, but this is what I have for you. So yes, at times while you are drinking tea with the biggest celebrities or with the queens of the past, because the spirit is saying that the celebrities are today are behaving like the queen of the past, so that was very funny for you. But even though you will be sitting in there, your speech and sense of style will actually bother them, because in the past you were used to sit with the crowd. So again, you're there to challenge them, but they better sit and be patient in regards to the royal spirit is saying, because you are just here to stay, North Node in Leo, and to create a new way to be fabulous. So communication will be your master skill coming from the past, and once you will be on top, you will carry the message and the speech that will heal others, spirit is saying. Ultimately, you are also learning what it is what it is to die. And when spirit was saying this, I was like, okay, this is a bit odd. Why a North Node in Leo is understanding what it is to die? And I'm going to tell you why. Because the death of the old self is what you are learning all about. You are going to transform in this lifetime as a destiny so deeply that you are almost going to, it's going to be hard for you to let go of that true essence that you were in the past. And I'm telling you, even sitting with the royals is going to be difficult for you, but because you're learning that after the death of an identity there is ultimately a new life, because in actuality we are eternal, through this facing death process you are also healing others, giving back to others, and fulfilling your destiny. I hope this is making any sense. You are a master in the law of attraction, and you must own this into this reality. You must learn that your vibration and your destiny is to attract to you everything that you want, and you do not have to feel guilty about this. But actually, believe it or not, this somehow is gonna help other people. And you have to understand that your mantra is release. Release of guilt, release of people that don't serve you, release of job that you don't like. Perhaps even in this lifetime you might be somebody that will change job quite often or would change their image quite often, but you will create something iconic that has to do with you, with the way you look, with the way you are, and the way universe will make you die and be reborn again, which is quite interesting. Be willing to forgive humans, the spirit is saying, and in this world you will learn to become a free wild spirit. And this is what I have for you, North Node in Leo. Now obviously, like I said, for the other signs, when it comes down to a specific career, you can have a private reading with an astrologer. I do soul projects reading, or you can look at your Jupiter and your medium Chelly. This will also give you the understanding of your career in specific. But to be honest with you, spirit is saying it doesn't matter what career you do, the Dharma and the Destiny Point is what you need to figure it out, because that is the intention of your arrow. And once the intention is clear, it's very easy later on to understand what career will be better for you, because it's all about figuring out what you like to do and what you love to do. And I remind you that you are the creator of your own universe, therefore you can choose whatever you want. It's more about a soul lesson and a destiny point, if I'm making any sense. All right, so the celebrities will have your North Node in Leo that I found, because I am absolutely a mess when it comes down to celebrities. I really don't know anything about them. I found Beyonce, Kim Kardashian, Diana, Jim Carrey, and Jimi Hendrix. Now, I'm familiar with Jimi Hendrix, and Jimi Hendrix was somebody iconic. And if you think about the way he has played music, has changed an entire generation, and he wasn't afraid to be an icon. He was so different, and he was such a huge inspiration. And when you remember Jimi Hendrix, you just don't remember just his music. He has become a like an icon, like literally somebody that you look up in poster, and people put himself on a t-shirt even if they never seen his music, never heard his music. Now that's not good. Please go and check what Jimi Hendrix was, mind you, but that tells you how iconic Jimi Hendrix has become with a North Node in Leo. Also, Kim Kardashian is a North Node in Leo, and that tells you how much she has invented almost the word influencers, and through her iconic image, whether you like it or not, she is also inspiring millions, trillions, I don't know how many people. She's inspiring a lot of people, and she is also speaking for justice, which obviously comes from her North Node. So that's what I got for you. Comment down below if you know more about the celebrities and if you want to share your stories. And this is my interpretation of the North Node and your destiny. So here we are, North Node in Virgo. I got your channel message over here with my Sleeping Beauty diary. So let's find out together what is your destiny. And I apologize if I'm going to read it a little bit, but it's simply because I have channeled it this morning. So I don't script my videos or anything like that, but I want to write the message that I've channeled for you, North Node in Virgo. So if you are a North Node in Virgo, most likely your room is extremely chaotic. Your friends are literally texting you while you're watching this video. You're getting interrupted all the time. You love animals, you save lost animals, so you are a mess. And the first rule that you have to understand in this lifetime is to have rules, because Spirit has said it's not time to paint with Picasso anymore and to go with the flow and letting your creative flow inspiring you. Even though you are a master of all of these things, in this lifetime you have to make sure you take all your imagination and everything that you have mastered with your South Node in Pisces in a past life or in the past, whatever it is your belief system, and you put it and ground it into practical steps. It's very important for you, North Node in Virgo, that you stop being indecisive about what talent you should pick among the many that you can cultivate. Exactly, North Node in Virgo. Even though you're extremely humble and quirky and chaotic, you must know that you are multi-talented, and all of these beautiful hobbies and talents are going to get wasted if you're not able to ground them one step at a time. Therefore, North Node in Virgo is essential that you just focus, look at the world, and know that is your banquet, and you can choose one thing only, and practicing and polishing your skill so your dreams can become a tangible reality, and you have to go towards them again one step at a time in a consistent but strong and structured way, which I know sounds very boring and unfamiliar to you, but every time you instead try to be chaotic and try to find the creative flow in the chaos, this time the universe will challenge you in order for you to learn your lesson and to become more methodic and meticulous about your destiny. In this lifetime, chaos and indecision will not give you the creative outbreak that you desire. In this lifetime, you must learn to look at the world and choose one direction to pursue with dedication and commitment. This is exactly what I channeled for you. Your destiny is to look at the horizon and stop wishing for things, but know that you can have it, and this is the time to make that happen and to pursue them rather than just wishing for it and be all over the place helping everybody else, talking a lot, but maybe not doing enough. You are also destined in this lifetime to actually travel and to actually maybe even relocate in foreign lands, Spirit is saying. But this can only come true when you know that this can be true for you, and you're actually, like I said before, pursuing one step at a time your dreams and desires, and not just diluting them in wishful thinking. You have to do something in your path as a destiny that might sound unfamiliar to you, that you might put that initial push into effort and dedication, but once you will start, the reward will be so great in this lifetime that you will be eager to continue, Virgo North Node. And you also also have to learn that life has to be made into some sort of plan. And sometimes, Virgo North Node, you must also make a plan B, because life is unpredictable, and that is okay. That doesn't mean, Virgo North Node, that you're losing your spirituality or you're losing your faith. You're just understanding and respecting this illusion. So sit down and make that 10 years plan. Even if those are only dream, the universe wants you to know that you can accomplish. It's not a matter of how big your dreams are. It's more a matter of where you want to start and how can you start. So making a vision board and making a 10-year plan, even though it might sound ambitious or impossible, is exactly what you should do to fulfill your destiny in this lifetime, Virgo North Node. And trust me, you're not going to lose your faith, because literally Spirit is saying that your faith is so unwavering, Virgo North Node, that it can even move the Himalayas. And I found that so adorable for you. But you must learn to ground your faith in spirit and practice it step by step, which obviously it's going to help others as well, because by seeing you, people are going to believe that spirituality is actually something tangible, and faith is not just about praying and wishful thinking, but it's something that can happen and can come true, and the unknown can become visible because you're doing it with your actions. And this is also the contribution that you are giving to the world. Do not let the voice of the ego make you doubt about nothing, Virgo North Node. Spirit is saying you are not going crazy, and you can do it, and you can ground those wishes so they can come true each and every day of your life. Because the issue with you, Virgo North Node, is that it's so good to keep wishing and dreaming that you have created an entire prison for yourself, like in a golden cage made with your dreams. When your dreams are only wishful thinking, Virgo North Node, you are leaking your energy out. So this is the time to empower yourself and to make that plan and to reclaim your dreams so they can actually come true. And maybe scream out loud and have fun. I apologize, I'm recording in my garden. So when you're cleaning your room, I even explained this in my e-course, Co-Creating Your Reality, where you're actually doing, when you're doing it consciously, you're making order out of your mind, and that obviously translates also in your others manifestation. So the more you're gonna give a little bit of structure to yourself, the more you're gonna try to put the effort to becoming a little bit more precise and push that extra effort, the more the universe is going to challenge you less, and is actually going to give you results of the fact that you are on the right path. So it is very important that you understand that you are not in a prison, and that you have water under your feet. Waters are our emotion, but not only that, that water can purify you from your past and show you and guide you the way towards your future. Water could be even the voice of spirit manifesting for you, Virgo North Node, in your practical steps. You are born also in this lifetime in a family that is probably showing you discipline, and it's very, very rigid, and I know you probably have hated them because of that, and you always have felt that they have blocked your creativity. But remember, in this lifetime you do not have to lose your creativity. It's just a matter of balance, and you have chosen your parents who love you for the way you are. It's just that in this lifetime they are playing this role in order for you to learn this lesson. So also I have channeled for you, North Node in Virgo, that healing your family issues will be very beneficial, for the simple fact that sometimes you get scared of relationship, you get scared of commitment and marriage, you might feel triggered when you see couples. What the universe wants you to do in this lifetime is to be more hopeful that actually settling down can work out, and not everybody will be the photocopy of your parents or of your family. So this will be very, very important for your destiny as well. Ultimately, I know that right now you want to know what is your destiny, and what Spirit has told me is that you are a powerful light worker. Your faith, your unwavering belief in spirit, subconsciously or consciously, translate in everything that you do, and you are born to cherish and to bring light in other people's people's life, is that this doesn't have to happen to the detriment of your own destiny. You must do it by showing results, and like I said before, with practical steps, so people will actually believe you, and it's not going to just be something intangible that only you as a South Node in Pisces can understand, or, you know, people similar to you. In this lifetime, you will work actually to prove that you can make those incredible spiritual gifts and spiritual wishes coming true. You are a snow leopard, and if you think about an image of a snow leopard, it's this beautiful mystical creatures that walks alone in the snow, and it almost feels like it's able to conquer the mountain. So you are a snow leopard and the moon at the same time, North Node in Virgo, and your mantra is to embrace the flow with focus on your goals. So repeat this to yourself, put it over your fridge, write it down in your diary, go with the flow while you're focused on your goals. And now, talking about some inspiration and other people like you who have a North Node in Virgo, I have found out the celebrities, mind you that I really don't know a lot about celebrities, so I literally, when I was searching, I didn't know half of these people who they were. So comment down below if you know much more than me, please. But the celebrities that I have found with a North Node in Virgo are Marlon Brando, Ricky Gervais, and Amitabh Bachchan, which is like, I don't know if Amitabh Bachchan is actually in his true North Node right now. I see you. We are not liking what you're doing. But I don't know why I found him, and I don't know a lot about these celebrities. Actually, I only know about Ricky Gervais, and I know that definitely somebody that I am sure he has accomplished his dreams and desire, and I think he became an actor later on in his life, if I am correct. And I think because he has finally realized his North Node, and at some point in his life he has decided, this is what I want to do, and I want to make my dreams come true rather than just wishing upon it. Please comment down below if you know better celebrities than the one that I mentioned. I just literally, I'm not good at this. So please comment down below, or rather share your stories to let me know if my channeling of the North Node and your destiny resonates with you. All right, and let's move on to the next sign. All right, Libra North Node. Hold on. Welcome to your Destiny Point, my channeling interpretation of the North Node. I got the channeling over here in my Sleeping Beauty diary. I don't script my videos, but I'm going to read it from it a little bit because it took my entire morning to channel this information. So be patient with me, please. But North Node in Libra. This is going to sound a little bit odd for you, but what I've channeled is that in this lifetime, you are learning to let go of the need to be right. Let go of the fact that everything has to be in your own way and has to be straight, because otherwise you're losing your mind, you're losing your focus. You are letting go of your self-expression in order to find peace with others and peace of mind. You are learning that in actuality, by not knowing, you know a lot. Similarly to the North Node in Taurus, but the only and greater difference with the North Node in Libra from what I've channeled is that in this lifetime you will learn as a Destiny Point the meaning of true love and beauty. And true love, mind you, it's not just found in relationship. True love just is. True love is about you. It's about who you really are at the core, and how love just is and propels through your entire lifetime. And this is very important because in the past you had to be the spiritual warrior, you had to be really all about asserting yourself, you had to be about finding yourself. But maybe by finding this great identity, you came into this reality with the needs and the urge to find, okay, but now that I know who I am, how can I find true love in everything that I am experiencing in life? Because at the end of the day, my identity and myself is gonna fade away, and the only thing that is going to remain is love. Therefore, I need to know what true love is. And perhaps in this lifetime, North Node in Libra, what I channeled for you is that you're gonna have a lot of new beginnings. You're going to probably enter maybe a lot of relationship, maybe not, maybe a lot of job, or maybe it's a metaphorical way to show you that you are going to change, transform, and you're going to have this theme of new beginning throughout your entire lifetime. However, it's going to play out with you. Mind you, that the North Node doesn't specify your career. That can be seen by the soul project with your midheaven, with your Jupiter. The North Node symbolizes your Dharma and the direction of destiny that you are taking in order to fulfill your highest purpose, and the purpose that matches your highest self. So be patient with me. This is something that you also have to know. So you will face a lot of change in this lifetime. Like I was saying before, Spirit is saying you will face your fear also of death. That is because life is teaching you to lose control and embrace the dark side as well. Because in this lifetime, you're gonna learn that there is nothing to be afraid in the darkness, but actually is only by giving light to darkness that you see that darkness is an illusion in the first place, because darkness is only the absence of light. And as soon as you're gonna be aware of it, it's going to disappear from the dark. Therefore, it was an illusion in the first place. And even when it comes down to lower vibrations or entities, you are going to learn in this lifetime to become compassionate with others, to not make them feel guilty about their lower state of mind or vibration. You are going to become aware of the fact that love heals it all. And this is going to be super important for your purpose. And actually, every time North Node in Libra, you're going to try instead to lead others just simply because you want to be right and you want to be assertive, and it has to be your way because you have figured it out yourself. Life is going to challenge you and it's going to show you that in actuality there isn't something such as an absolute truth, but there are only thousands, trillions, billions, however you want to make it, of perspective, and all of these perspectives together add up to an objective truth that is ruled by divine love. So this is a great destiny. So in this lifetime, beware also of meaningless acquaintances, or even to be too focused on material abundance or material gaining, as those material things are going to be temporary, and instead the nature of love and beauty is eternal, especially the love that comes indeed from the divine. So in a career, you could do anything, but whatever it is that you're going to do, whether it is really about fashion or it is more artistic or maybe it's more practical, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna see that you're going to be in alignment with your true North Node, where you're going to be able to channel this essence of divine love in your lifetime. It is very possible, Spirit is saying, that in this lifetime you will work hard for your projects, and then when you feel the love is not there anymore, you will just leave them behind and find love somewhere else. That is because you are constantly going to move with the rhythm of your heart. And if you see that you have started a project and then all of a sudden love is not there, passion is not there anymore, you're just gonna move on, and that is perfectly fine for you. Everything in the universe is within you. Ask all from yourself, because you are the universe. And these are the words of a poet called Rumi. And for example, you will resonate so much with Rumi as a North Node in Libra, as Spirit is actually saying that there is a poet in you. So poetry could be a hobby, or could even be something which turns out to be a career for you. In this lifetime, your destiny, Libra, is to clear yourself and to release any toxic pattern that you might have generated from the past, as I said before, because love heals it all, and you are born and meant to be permeated with the essence of love that you're also going to teach others in a form of another, in order to heal them and in order to expand, growth, and evolve this existing reality. You also are going, like the Cancer North Node, are going to be very connected with your feminine energy and the energy of the goddess and the energy of allowance. So for example, you could be very comfortable into being very masculine as an energy and be a pro-doer and all full of action. This lifetime is teaching you sensuality and is teaching you how to ground yourself into your femininity as it becomes a part of you. And also what I see when it comes down to destiny or careers that you could take, North Node in Libra, you could be a poet, you could be a writer, a songwriter even, or even giving speech and become a teacher of some sort, or a fashion designer, or anything that has to do with art but in a new way, and something that has deep ground into love and femininity. So your mantra is fill your life with colors and adventures and excitement, as you are meant to sit on a suspended chair in Bali and enjoy the bliss of life. And I found it so cute for you as a channel message from your North Node. And I'm not very familiar, like I said, in the other sign with celebrities, but these are the example and these celebrities that I have found so they can inspire your North Node and your point of destiny in this new interpretation that I have created for astrology, not even astrology, whatever it is that I have channeled. These celebrities are Michael Jackson, Kanye West, Tina Turner, Dua Lipa, and Isaac Newton. And for me, what was funny was Isaac Newton, because literally he has found his theory by sitting in bliss under a tree. And this is exactly what spirit is telling you. You are meant to sit on a suspended chair, on a maca, whatever you want to call it, in Bali or whatever else you want to be, and enjoy the bliss of life. And if you think about the goddess energy and the femininity, well, Tina Turner is an example of how it is to really show the energy of Shakti in her songwriting. And if you think about it, she has a very masculine voice which matches perfectly her South Node in Aries. But when she found the goddess within herself, she was literally able to find her breakthrough. And also, if you think about Kanye West or Michael Jackson, I'm not very familiar with both of them, especially I'm not familiar with Kanye West, but I heard that he actually has a very innate sense of fashion and beauty and femininity, is very much in love with the feminine aspect of the self, if I am correct, because I don't know a lot about him. Comment down below if you know more. So apparently what I channeled might match, but I want to know your stories, so please comment down below, help me out figuring out if this channel message has resonated with you. And see you on my next videos, and I'm gonna move on to the next sign. Scorpio, I am here with the element that defines you. Exactly, because what I've channeled for you from spirit is absolutely adorable, and I need to read it from you from my diary, Sleeping Beauty diary. And I do not script my videos, like I said before. It's just simply that I want to read you some of the extract that I've channeled this morning for you, Scorpio North Node. So here it goes. Splash into the abyss of the ocean, Scorpio North Node. Life under the sea is your destiny, my little mermaid. And obviously, even if you are a man mermaid, I know you want to go to the land and be solid as a rock, Scorpio North Node, but this is not the plan this life has for you. You are a mystical creature born to live and charm under the sea. In this lifetime, you are going to meet, Scorpio North Node, a lot of other mystical creatures, and you're going to challenge your skepticism to the point where it probably is going to be thrown out of the window. And this is because you are discovering the hidden realms of consciousness and of reality itself. Perhaps a friend of yours has pushed you to watch this video, or to even being into astrology or spirituality in it of itself, and life seems so chaotic at times. But my friend, in this lifetime, you are meant to swim under a beautiful ocean. You are meant to be the waves of the ocean, tumultuous and free, but at the same time, sometimes you're still and calm. And this is so contrary to your your South Node in Taurus. You need to learn how to break free and stop being such a solid rock. In this lifetime, you are not meant to be the spiritual teacher. You are not meant to channel order from from spirit, but all of the opposite. In this lifetime, you are meant to dive into dimensionality, into the metaphysical, into what it's hidden. And do you know that actually probably you will find life much more interesting under the ocean than on the earth and the surface of the earth? And that is because there are even undiscovered creatures that live under the ocean. And perhaps history is not exactly a real story. Perhaps you will find out so much more of others and of yourself. But how can you find that if you are ashore and instead of swimming, you're staying in a rock wondering if your soulmate is going to come? Your soulmate or whoever you want to be, and also your career, is all under the sea. You are not meant to be stable in this lifetime. Meaning, it's not that you're not meant to be safe and secure. Of course, you are protected and spirit is with you, but as a Scorpio North Node, you are meant to be so much more than what you think. And so most likely in this lifetime, you're gonna have a lot of unexpected opportunities and experiences coming from Uranus out of the blue. So for example, some of you might have also a very strong Uranus. Not all of you, but some of you could be. You are the natural actresses, you are the natural actors, you are the natural witch. You can both dive into the deep hidden realms of the occult, or you can even become a performer. You are not meant to just sit in a lab or in a church and preach, or even about finding the deeper meaning of life. You will find the deeper meaning of life when you're going to dive deep into the multidimensionality of existence. And why an actor or an actress? Because in this lifetime, you're meant to be the mermaid and the pirate. You're meant to live more than one lifetime at once, exactly like actors on stage do. You are meant to experience the realm of consciousness. So for example, Scorpio North Node, because of your interest and this destiny into diving into the ocean of consciousness, you could be a perfect hypnotherapist or a psychologist, a psychiatrist even, or literally a performer. You will make a wonderful actor. Obviously, you could also dive into the occult. That is a personal choice. But if you will dive into the occult, for example, you will do it in a very artistic, genius type of way. Something every time that you will try to do it in a very conservative, traditional way, universe is going to challenge you, because you're not meant to stay on a rock. Like I said before, you're meant to be a mystical creature. So everything that you do has to push boundaries, has to be mystical, has to be mysterious, and you will probably feel that you are lost in this ocean, but in actuality, you are never lost. You're only finding yourself through multiple facets, faces, and experiences. Time you will try to settle down for an identity, the universe will challenge you, because in this lifetime you're meant to have more than one identity. You could also make a wonderful psychologist, as I already said. I'm so sorry. And also, this is another thing that I wanted to tell you, Scorpio North Node. If you want to push the boundaries, you could also try to access the Akashic records and read past life for others, because you have a natural talent to dive into the deeper and hidden knowledge. So your mantra is, I am a pure dolphin in a deep unknown ocean. And I always perceive the dolphin as the angels of the ocean. So in a way, you are the wise one. You are full of wisdom, and you're taken into this deep hidden world, a lot of wisdom and light coming from the surface. But at the same time, your destiny is to go there and enjoy yourself and splash like a little mermaid. Yes, sure, some mystical creatures are going to be scary, but this will challenge yourself, will make you evolve, and will also help others to propel better existences in this planet, because you're meant to discover something new, something that perhaps you don't even know what it is, but it's meant to be your destiny. And this is for you, Scorpio North Node. Celebrities that I found, and again, I'm gonna say this again, I'm not very good with celebrities. I don't know anything about their life. I didn't even know half of the celebrities, but these are the ones that I found that have a Scorpio North Node. Colin Farrell, Sharon Stone, Coco Chanel, and Edgar Allan Poe. And the only one that I actually quite knew about, Coco Chanel a little bit, but I don't know anything about her life. What I knew is Edgar Allan Poe, and if we're talking about meeting mystical creatures, I mean, him and Lovecraft are literally the best who can portray the deep abyss of consciousness and mystical creatures. So there you go. This is your North Node, and I hope you liked my interpretation. Please share your stories in the comment section down below. This is not based on astrology. This is just a channel message because I'm a psychic. I'm not an astrologer, but I hope this will guide you towards your future and your destiny. Remembering that this is only guidance, it's for entertainment, and you are the maker of your own destiny, and you can choose whatever sign you resonate with, and it won't make a difference. I just hope that this is gonna guide you somehow, because I felt confused myself when it comes down to the North Node. All right, I'm going to see you in my next videos and move ahead with the next sign. So here we are, Sagittarius North Node. I have it all channeled here in my Sleeping Beauty diary, like I said for the other sign. I'm not an astrologer. This is my interpretation and a new, more modern, perhaps, interpretation of the North Node. I hope it will resonate with you. I'm going to give you some examples of celebrities and people that are well known at the end. So if you see if it will match for you or inspire you. And let's get started with your destiny and North Node in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, you are used to the logic and the facts. You are used to stay in your little lab and have it all figured out because the facts and the math around certain things is just there, and you just cannot relate with the spirit thing. Like, you have tried and tried and tried, but it's like, what are you on about? I just cannot take it. Well, Sagittarius North Node, that is why probably in this lifetime you have incarnated in a family who really preaches and believe in God, and they're all about spirit. That is because you're meant in this lifetime, however you want to see it, to lose yourself a little bit and loosen it up and become more adventurous and go for the things that are absolutely unfamiliar. You are meant in this lifetime to probably become a travel vlogger, or to travel and to push the boundaries of what is logical. Because at the end of the day, your sharp intellect, your speech, the way you carry yourself, your charisma and personality is always going to shine through, and you're not usually somebody that is gullible or believes in everything. But the fact that you have become so logical maybe has made you a little bit depressed at times. So spirit is saying every time you will fall into the pattern of slight depression, obviously clinical depression is a different thing, and please get help if that is the case. Astrology or this type of things are not enough. I cannot stress this enough. But if it's just a slight depression, obviously, when you feel a little bit sad, a little bit doom and gloom, you know that you're not on the right path, and you have to go out in nature and discover new things. Sometimes you can even go to the restaurant alone and maybe perhaps meeting new people. Maybe do a travel even on your own. I know, North Node in Sagittarius, this is gonna be a lot for some of you, but you can do this. You can push the boundaries, because in a past life, in the past, you have mastered the lesson of healthy boundaries. So you transpire as an aura within you so much wisdom, and also almost the aura of a guru. So you could be a spoken person or somebody that speaks for a large audience, but you have to find the courage and the strength to also work in team and allow other people to help you on your journey, as this is the part of your purpose. In fact, every time that you will be in team, your imagination will be light up, and you will understand, wow, how amazing it feels sometimes to talk with people that think so differently than me. I feel so much more accomplished. I feel I have so much more to give, because your destiny is indeed to build something bigger with other people, to use your sharp logic, but to explore the unfamiliar, to take a lot of trips, and like I said, travels, or even to have an extended family, to do things out of your comfort zone. as much as you can. And also, because in the past you have been very meticulous about things, and you might be even a control freak at a time, the truth is that in this lifetime your enlightenment will be about motivating others, and it will be about also discovering facts in other things. What do I mean by that? Spirit is saying like journalism, but not the type of journalism, for example, that is paid like by the media and you have to portray the story as it is, or as people tell you as it is. You're going to be that type of journalist who breaks down a mystery case. You are not going to be a sport journalist. You're going to be a criminal journalist. You're going to be somebody that, even if you don't like it, is going to be pushed to find something adventurous, to discover more and discover the truth about things. And obviously this is going to push a little bit of your boundaries, a little bit of your comfort zone, because your mantra in this lifetime as a North Node in Sagittarius is to become courageous, because you have been bold and courageous from your little lab and from what you know and what you understand about this universe. But right now you have to experience those laws in your skin, and you have to realize that sometimes there are things, including spirit, that cannot be just about theory, but they have to be experienced in first hand. You have deep wisdom, like I said, and you have mastered the lesson of healthy boundaries. And the image that came from the tarot was the High Priestess. And if you can see the High Priestess, she has a garden behind her, and she can only allow certain people to enter. And you have mastered already this lesson. So in this lifetime, as a North Node in Sagittarius, you are required to invite people inside the garden, because they are not going to take advantage of you. You are required to have this extended family. You are required to extend yourself to others and party with others, because it's only when you're going to expand your mind with other people that you're really going to find a deeper sense of accomplishment, even though you might have a great tendency to be skeptical or logical cold facts, which is going to help your destiny. But working in team is a must for you, or speaking on a larger crowd, in order also to find back the excitement in life. You could be a guru or a teacher, or you could also be, according to spirit, as a North Node in Sagittarius, a photographer, or somebody that takes the shot and posts like a very particular part of the world and shows the world in a different way. And this is because of the balance of adventures and logic. So you could be very good with computers, you could be very good with photographs, with social media, with things like that, but you have to push the boundaries of what is acceptable. Maybe sometimes even be a little bit controversial, because this is going to give you the outbreak that you want to have as a destiny point. You are very good also, like I said, as a vlogger, but you must be controversial. Avoid depression, and also be careful about your legs and your root chakra. In this lifetime, spirit is saying you have to work on your root chakra, you have to work on your legs, because you're gonna need those legs to walk a long time. And so, for example, you could be very skinny in your legs, so therefore toughen them up a little bit. Like I said, your mantra is courage. This lifetime and your destiny is going to be all about courage. Now, obviously, when it comes down to your career specifically, I should do a video about Jupiter, or I even explain it in my video about the soul project, and the soul project report is down there. But to be honest, what spirit always emphasizes is to not really generally give any specific indication of a career, because that is always up to you. For spirit and your soul, it doesn't actually matter what career you're going to take. You can do whatever you want. It's the intention and your dharmic direction, therefore your destiny point, that is going to make the difference when it comes down to the evolution of your soul. And this is the actual purpose of the North Node. Now, in regards to inspirations or celebrities who share the Sagittarius North Node with you, I have found, and I said this again and again, I'm not good with celebrities. I don't know half of these people. I am so ignorant. I apologize. But this is the people that I found: Nelson Mandela, Bill Gates, Angelina Jolie and Picasso. And the only one that I know a bit is Angelina Jolie. Well, obviously Picasso, but Angelina Jolie strike me because seeing this North Node and the fact that she has a very large family, she's a spokesperson for the United Nations, she has traveled a lot, and every time that she falls into the patterns of depression or pickiness or overly control and logic, usually the universe challenges, I think it quite resonates with what I channel about the Sagittarius North Node. And mind you, I obviously found that she was Sagittarius North Node afterwards channeling. But I want to know your stories, so please tell me in the comment section down below whether or not this interpretation of the North Node resonates with you and if it has guided you in any way. Thank you so much. See you on my next video, and I'm going to move ahead to the next sign. Capricorn North Node. I got my little channel, The Sleeping Beauty book. I'm going to read it a little bit, but I'm going to do like you. Oh, Capricorn North Node, how nice it is to chill. How nice is the sensation of Christmas and coziness of family and the dream of this wonderful family and the soulmates of your dream. Capricorn North Node, how it is cool to be taken care of. But in this lifetime, that's why you had a rough initial beginning of your lifetime. In this lifetime, Spirit is saying that's why you had a messy family, and probably if you have children or will have children, they're going to turn out to be rebellious and challenging your status quo. Because in this lifetime, Capricorn North Node, you are meant to be innovative. You are not meant to sit down on a chair and do nothing and be with your soulmate watching the moon. You are meant to put the work, and you are meant to be a spoken person for justice for the world. So pick a cause and take your sword and go after your dreams, because ultimately you are really going to have an expanded family. In this lifetime, you are learning that family and love is not necessarily found in a bloodline. You could have adopted kids, or people will see you as a father or mother figure. You will give voices to the people that are the outcast. You will give voices to the people who have none, maybe even to animals. You will be the one fighting for justice and doing it through your career. Your career will be relentless, or even your destiny will be relentless. You will be always with a goal set in mind, and you're going to be backed out with Archangel Michael telling you, yes, kill the devil, kill the image of illusion. And this is what I have channeled for you. You will have the feeling of family and coziness, but this time around, your family won't necessarily be blood related. Your family will become the world. You are meant to be the father or the mother of a larger crowd. Or maybe if it's not going to be a super larger crowd, you're going to see that you are going to consider your friends your family. You are going to consider, like, you're going to help other people in a way or another, and people are going to always find a sword, a father figure, like I said, like a judge in you. In fact, you could do wonders as a lawyer, as a magistrate, as an advocate for a humanitarian cause, or even as a host for a show that talks about very controversial matter, or that maybe gives voice to something that was unspoken before. You are going to be the difference. So in this lifetime, the more that you're going to focus on family and finding that cozy soulmate and the ultimate thing that you want, the more the universe will challenge you. This is not a lifetime, like I said, to sit and stay cozy. This is a lifetime where you have to learn that you are an incredible, infinite, powerful being, and that your voice is needed. Your innovative outlook on things is needed, and perhaps you're going to discover something who is going to shake and change a generation. Or maybe you're going to really extend your light to others, and this is going to make them feel protected and secure, as your destiny is to be the protector. And that's why I have channeled the strong energy of Archangel Michael being very close to you. You could also become a policewoman or a policeman, depending depending, obviously career, you have to see the entire chart, the soul project, the Jupiter, the midheaven. It depends, and ultimately is up to you. But this is your dharmic destiny point, where your life is heading and what you should avoid in order to feel accomplished, because this is ultimately what dharma is all about. It's to repaying your karma, feeling accomplished, and connecting and joining back to your higher self, to also move away from the karmic wheel of birth and rebirth. So you are a master builder as well, and your destiny is to build a strong cathedral for others where everyone is welcome, no matter their faith, no matter their races, no matter the culture, no matter their religion. Everybody can ask asylum in your cathedral. Everybody is welcome, because union is what actually is the only thing that matters to you. You are meant to be the master builder of a bigger family. So do not be focused on your four walls or what you can see, but expand yourself to the world. You are meant to be the mother again, or the father of the world. The word love and union is your mantra. And you could be a politician as well, a judge, a businessman, but more than a businessman, I would say an entrepreneur that invents something that gives justice to the world. Or you are meant to sing to a different tune. You are meant to be somebody with a rocky guitar or a metal tune, or singing rap music who gives justice to others. You are not meant to sing about love and romance. You are meant to have a rock guitar and to go out there and speak your truth. And everybody, a lot of people, if you do that, and you will challenge also yourself, will resonate with this while you do it, and you will find your greater purpose and your greater destiny. Every time you will follow the desire to create, like I said, that cozy family with your ultimate soulmate, the universe will challenge you and will give you codependent relationship, or actually patterns of people who try to avoid you, because in reality the rejection from others sometimes, most of the time, is a blessing from God that wants to push you into the right direction. So be mindful of the people that you have a tendency to attract as they are teaching you this karmic lesson. You are meant, like I said, to have a bigger family. And for those who believe in this, Capricorn, you are surely at the end of your lifetime, later on, are going to be with a twin flame relationship, or actually you're gonna manage to have that ultimate soulmate, and this is a personal belief. But the thing is, in this lifetime, as a North Node in Capricorn, potentially this person is not going to be your spouse, is going to be your son or your daughter, or is going to be somebody that you will work with, like even a best friend, or if it's a companion, you will have a joint purpose together. And this is essential for you, because in this lifetime you're making sure you're not laying back on a couch, and you're actually accomplishing this innovative outlook and destiny that you have, which ultimately is going to be personal and specific for all of you guys. This is obviously general. Capricorn, also be mindful to eat more vegetables, so Spirit is saying, because you need to become lighter. So if you can become vegan or vegetarian according to also the necessities of your body and of your doctor, so follow also your doctor's instruction. This is a suggestion from Spirit. If you cannot become vegan or vegetarian because of the necessities of your body, well, try to reduce on the meat, on the fat, and eat more fruits and vegetables, as this will help you tremendously to raise your vibration. Don't be afraid to speak, North Node in Capricorn, because the world needs your ultimate voice. So your mantra, North Node in Capricorn, is you are a free eagle in the sky. The sky is full of opportunities, so fly high and take risk in life. Stitch it into your fridge, and remember, you are a wild, free eagle, and you are showing everybody where you're going, and others are following. This is awesome. Now, I also found some celebrities who have the same North Node as you. I don't know a lot, like I said, about celebrities. I'm the worst. So Comment down below if you know more than me. But I have found that celebrities that have a North Node in Capricorn are Steve Jobs, Leonardo da Vinci, Oprah Winfrey, and Eminem. And when I was thinking about screaming out loud with a rock guitar, or you know, giving a different voice to a genre of music, well, Eminem literally figures this out. And also Oprah, if you think about it, she is a master builder. She's somebody that has built so much for herself and gave voice to others consistently. And now also, if you think about Steve Jobs, I don't know a lot about his life. I still have to watch his movie, the movie about him, so I am the worst. But he has changed the generation with the different outlook that he had. And if I am correct, he has built a company with somebody that potentially might have been a twin flame relationship. So I don't know a lot about these people. I apologize. I am the worst. Comment down below if you know more than me, but especially to share your stories and to let me know if what I channeled in this new interpretation of the North Node resonates with you. I will highly appreciate your contribution, and thank you so much for sticking around. See you on the next videos, and I'm gonna move ahead with the next sign. Aquarius North Node, welcome to your channel message about your destiny point and your North Node. I got it all written down in my Sleeping Beauty diary. Like I said, for the other sign, I'm going to look at it once in a while. It's not a script or anything. It's just that I want to read you the channel message that I did this morning in meditation. So, North Node in Aquarius, Your Highness, how nice it is to sit in your castle and not have to deal with people out there. How nice it is to just stay on your own, because human, they just do not get it, and they do not get you. This is what Spirit has to say for you, North Node in Aquarius. But like the fairy tale of Aladdin, North Node in Aquarius, Jasmine is a princess, just like you. And this might resonate even if you are a man, Spirit is saying. But she is a princess who dreams about being in the crowd and takes a riffraff, a thief from the streets, and elevates it into a prince. And this is exactly your purpose, North Node in Aquarius. You are not meant to be a pretty prince or a pretty princess in a castle and not dealing at all with the crowd. You are meant to be the voice of the crowd. You are meant to speak for the crowd. You are meant to dwell in the chaotic crowd and to be the leader of tomorrow. And you have to look at life with the eye of the tiger. It's the eye of the tiger. Okay, I'm sorry, I apologize. But it is okay to sing out loud. It is okay to be odd and weird, and stop being afraid that others won't understand you. The crowd will love you when you stop being entitled about the fact that you're so different that nobody gets you. They will get you. Show to the crowd how awesome you are, and the crowd will proclaim you their leader. Every time that you will diminish yourself, the universe will challenge you. Every time that you feel superior, the universe will challenge you. So, oh my God, how chaotic is life, North Node in Aquarius? Tell me then, what do I have to do? Well, North Node in Aquarius, Spirit is saying that you have to understand that both inferiority and superiority complex are wrong. Why? Because in reality and in actuality, when you feel inferior of others, you are denying that God presence in you, that source presence in you. You cannot be inferior than others, really. But every time that you feel superior than others, you're not understanding that God is in all, and it's also in other people. Therefore, you are a piece of the puzzle that lives in the mind of source, in the mind of the universe, but you're not that entire universe. Others are also part of that. And therefore, trying to find connection back with that crowd is essential for you, and you will become a force of nature. And don't worry, if you are a tiger, people are going to notice that you are a tiger. You're strong, you're bold, you're courageous, and trust me, you don't need to force others to see you. You don't need to force others to like you. A tiger is already worshipped in so many cultures. And do you know why? For his majestic energy, his beautiful colored fur. You are a piece of art. You are shining like a feline. You are meant to lead. But this time around, you're meant to lead through the crowd. You have to stop forcing yourself to be liked. You have to stop forcing others to like you. Otherwise, you will only sound arrogant, tyrannical, and truly people will misunderstand your incredible power and your incredible light. But do you know what? You have mastered, as a North Node in Aquarius, the art of empowerment. You have mastered the art of being a performer, or this beautiful tigress or tiger that you are. And this is the reason why in this lifetime you are meant to show that there is a little tiger living in each and every one of us, and then every one of us can be strong and courageous and can go after their dreams. You are the life coach, you are the motivator, or you are the one that makes it okay to be odd and weird and be, you know, it's okay to be like we all are in this niche. It's okay. We're gonna make it cool. We're gonna make it extra cool, and people will listen to you and will be inspired by you because you're truly giving their power back rather than forcing them to give you power. And this is your ultimate purpose, according, or rather destiny point, according to spirit. This time around, every time you will use your uniqueness, your power, only to serve yourself and not wondering how you can benefit the whole universe will challenge you, and you will delay your success eventually. You have a tendency, as every tiger or even every lion, to, because your south node obviously is in Leo, you have a tendency to be very impetuous and be sometimes not arrogant, yeah, also arrogant, but you know, very irrational when you get fiery. So in those times you have to stop and say, am I just saying this with the power that I have simply because I'm pissed, or because this is benefiting the bigger picture? And every time that you will just do it because you're impetuous, you're not thinking about your speech, you will create damage and you will be blocked by the universe. And because it's not because the universe hates you, North Node in Aquarius, it's simply because it wants to avoid you to damage yourself and damage others. If you think about a tiger can literally kill you or break your arms. But there are some examples of tigers who had even good relationship with men. And that, when it happens, is a mystical event, if you think about it. So if that is your case, know how to be responsible about your power. And you're there to show others that they have power too, and actually to lead them towards a better life and a better way. And this is ultimately your destiny. Union is the key for you. Union is the key for all of us. Be part of a cause. Be in the crowd. Do not be afraid to show your oddness, to show your mystical fur, your incredible nature. As long as you will do it with pure intention, the universe is going to protect you and is going to reward you. When you will balance your power and everything that we said before, and also this impetuous nature, you will be truly a great motivator for others, and you will be able to move masses towards the greater good. And how awesome is that? Because many times I have heard from other astrologers that the North Node in Aquarius is so snobbish that in this lifetime it's not meant to shine, it's not meant to become popular, it's not meant to be this and that. And Spirit told me this is not true. It's just a matter of perspective and on how you go about it. You will create something different, as a North Node in Aquarius, Spirit is saying, through which people will identify and have fun and feel powerful about their self. You are a lot of fun, North Node in Aquarius. Have you ever seen cats, how they are? Yeah, sure, sometimes people are scared of cats and big cats because they can bite you and scratch you, but they are a lot of fun. Like, they actually are quite lazy, they want to have fun, and they inspire as an iconography a lot of powers in others. So see yourself in these notes as well. So stand strong and be proud, because you will make others see wonders about life and see wonders in their self, backed up by angels, and every time that you will have a balanced throat chakra and you will speak your truth lovingly, you will have a lot of abundance from the world, and from the universe. The only thing that you absolutely have to be mindful, it's that power that you have and the way you express yourself. You can hurt others, you can also hurt yourself. Therefore, balancing of the throat chakra is a must for you, North Node in Aquarius. You also have a taste for good sounds and good music, so you could be a really good producer, or even maybe a musician, maybe not, but you could potentially, but also you could receive like downloads and creative outbreaks through your ears. And also balancing your ear chakras, if we can call it that way, it's understanding that you gain also a lot of powers by listening to others. So this lifetime is going to challenge you to listen to others, and potentially again becoming a life coach or a counselor to others, and showing them that little tiger within their selves. And this is going to bring you so much accomplishment that you don't even imagine, because you're so used to just do things by yourself. This is what I have for you, North Node in Aquarius. I hope it made some sense. Now, obviously, when it comes down to the career, like I said, for the other sign, you will have to see the Jupiter, and I can do a different video about it. I can channel for Jupiter or the midheaven, but I also explained this in my soul project. And what I said about the other signs is that it doesn't matter what career ultimately you choose, it's about the intention and you following this type of guidance and your dharmic role that will actually make you feel accomplished and will make the difference. Also, North Node in Aquarius, what I have channeled for you that I was almost forgetting, is that you're going to show others that over excess is not necessary in life. For example, you could be somebody that all of a sudden, or you're just good at it, you accumulate a lot of wealth, a lot of power, like I said before, a lot of popularity, but you are going to show the world and teach the world that the now is the only thing that matters, and therefore you just do not need that excessive money. So you are a type of person that in this lifetime, if you have excessive money or wealth and abundance, you're going to be dressed like the most simple person in the world, because you are meant to lead within the crowd, and you are meant to make other people understand that of course you have to have the money to pay the rent and all of that, but you do not necessarily need the excess, and actually the excess can lead to depression and to almost selling your soul and to making you feel low. But with your incredible energy, you will make them understand they can be fine. This is all a lie the society has made to make others feel miserable and to make them good customer, in a way, good clients. But you're here to challenge that, and you are going to make it. Now, the celebrities that you can be inspired by or you can relate that have the same North Node in Aquarius as you, I have found, and like I said millions of times, I'm no good with celebrities, so I don't even know half of these people who they are, so I deeply apologize about this. I saw Einstein, PewDiePie, Kristen Stewart, Jennifer Lawrence, Elon Musk, and Jared Leto. And I mean, if you think about Jared Leto, for example, he has very strong ear chakras, but at the same time, he challenges the fact of having excess wealth. He portrays it, he's so odd, he's so mystical, he almost looks like a cultist in a way. You know, so he's odd, and it's okay, the fact that he's odd, and he capitalized it on that. And also, if you think about Einstein, he's been the oddest of the scientists, but because of that, he was able to birth and to channel the theory of relativity, which has changed the outlook of the world. And also we have Elon Musk, which is very odd if you want my personal opinion, or even PewDiePie. PewDiePie is one of the biggest YouTuber. The biggest is T-Series, but I mean, PewDiePie has been the #1 YouTuber for such a long time. I do not know a lot about him, but for what I see about him, he's a typical typical North Node in Aquarius. If I am correct, he should be a North Node in Aquarius. And as you guys can see, he had success all of a sudden. And every time that he is impetuous about his speech, he gets a lot of backlash. He gets, I think he lost monetization even from YouTube. He gets into a lot of trouble when he's too impetuous. But when he's at his highest, he's able to inspire others and to really be part of that kids video game meme crowd, and giving them a voice and making them feel okay about the fact that they might be nerds or they might be different, and they do not need to have incredible success or fame to be happy. And this is exactly what a North Node in Aquarius should do. Now obviously, if you know a lot more about these people, or you want to share your stories as a North Node in Aquarius, my cat, please, North Node in Aquarius, comment down below and share your stories, because I would like and love to know if my channel New Interpretation of the North Node has resonated with you. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I'm going to move ahead to the last sign, the North Node in Pisces. North Node in Pisces, finally, as I always say, the last but not the least. Where are you heading in your Dharmic path? Where is your destiny? I got it all channeled over here, as I do not follow astrology, and this is my new interpretation of the North Node, and I am using the sign and the North Node because this is what I do in my soul project. I channel from the chart, and to give you a little bit of free content, so you that might not have the money to have a soul project with me, you at least have some guidance, keeping in mind that this is general. Take it with a pinch of salt. It's a little bit of entertainment. You are the maker of your own destiny. But let's see together what I channel for the North Node in Pisces and what is your true destiny point. North Node in Pisces. You are used to the hard work. You are used to show up and be present. You are used to the burnout. You never stop. You're relentless. You just know that you want to do it. And you work and work and work and work harder and harder, like a total workaholic. But North Node in Pisces, why is that some people work less and have more then? Well, because in this lifetime, you are learning this lesson too. You are learning the lesson of allowance. You're learning the lesson that sometimes it's better to do less and allow more than to burn yourself out. And going with the flow of the universe and allowing to receive the right amount of intuition that can lead you to the right direction. And this obviously, as a North Node in Pisces, is making you feel extremely frustrated because you're just not used to it. You are used to just be meticulous and just do the work and show up. And the more you're gonna do this in this lifetime, probably the universe is gonna challenge you. You're gonna lose quite a few jobs, and it's gonna show you that you're also meant to channel and create something original and unique, and to be a bit of the odd case, a bit of the genius, a bit of the weird artist that everybody talks about but nobody sees in the gossip magazines. You are clearly connected to art and spirituality, and that is where you are heading in this lifetime. I got a channel over here, like I said, so I'm going to read it for you as well if I don't knock out my camera. And it's okay even if I do, Pisces. Sit down, be calm, be less precise. You are also at a young age, you are being very afraid of death, the universe is saying. And this is something that also other North Node, I saw other two North Node have, but you had it the most. Why? Because you have felt that as soon as you have incarnated in this lifetime, there was almost no time left. And what do I mean by that? You were rushing to accomplishing things. You were like, what if I die tomorrow and I didn't left any legacy? What if there is no time for me to do my purpose? What if I'm not doing enough? What if I'm not becoming responsible? What if, to the point where you have pushed yourself to become anxious and to have even potentially panic attacks. In this lifetime, you are learning to take a step back and to trust the universe. You're cultivating your unwavering faith. And this time, life is teaching you to take your time also in doing stuff, and that there is no rush, because even if you don't accomplish 100% your soul project in this lifetime, it's not a big of a deal. It's gonna be fine. The universe is not gonna collapse for that. There are other universes potentially if you believe in it, and there is all eternity to accomplish your soul project. You need to take a deep breath and cultivating faith and the fact that there is enough time for you and you're not going to miss on your chances. Also, I am reading, life will teach you to become flexible and to see the golden opportunities where others only see storms. Because when you're going to find that fine attunement with this North Node in Pisces, you are the one that is going to able to see the genius in the darkness. You are going to be able to channel a different type of music or a different form of art. You are incredibly artistic, or even channel a new form of spirituality or a new way of thinking and see things. Where others will see darkness and chaos, you will see golden opportunities. And that's why you have incarnated in 2020. You are, well, you probably weren't born today, but you are here now, because this is the era where logic goes out of the window, where all the logic is actually redefined, where even science is getting redefined. And you are here to witness the twist of the genius and to understand that sometimes life is unpredictable, and that is its own beauty. And there is the entire time to build and destroy and build and destroy again. And humanity at large is going to benefit from your genius perspective. And even if you do it in a small scale, it doesn't matter. You can go small, you can go big. Just lower the level of anxiety. That is what is important. So this is your greatest destiny, to go against the current and to show that art can be in everything, even in unexpected places. And therefore, your personal choices will be very much around compassion and around healing others. Sorry, my camera is gonna knock off. Healing others towards healing others with some sort of an artistic form. And even if you will become, for example, like a proper spiritual healer, most likely you're going to do it in a very unique and different way. Or for example, you could do also works of service and healing addicts or the outcast of society. You will not be afraid to go inside the darkness, and this is where you're pushed to go. Actually, every time you will back off from this, the universe usually will challenge you in order to make you understand the lesson. You are deeply romantic, and you will probably, or actually, you might be skeptical, but this lifetime as destiny is giving you the opportunity to become deeply romantic and have the romance that you actually deep down inside desire. But you are meant to do everything, whatever it is that you're going to choose, because like I said, for the other signs, your career and a specific career, I have to see your soul project, or you have to go to a really professional astrologer, we have to see the Jupiter and other factors. So this is only a general ins, but remember what spirit wants you to know, that it doesn't matter what you do, it matters the intention and the dharmic role that you're playing in this lifetime. You can choose to do whatever you want, so do not ever feel limited. So as a North Node in Pisces, whatever it is that you're gonna do, you're going to do it in a unique way. You're going to do it with the twist of a genius. And this is something that I think should be your mantra. It should be written on your fridge, and you have to be confident about this, because it's only through the confidence of your spirit that you're going to find your ultimate destiny as a North Node in Pisces. So swim with the other fishes and people like you into the deeper ocean of consciousness. At this time, you are allowed to do this. At this time, you are allowed to be different. At this time, you are allowed to take your time and see where the current is leading you. You are difficult to grasp, sometimes for others and also to yourself. And the reason why you're so difficult to grasp, and sometimes people even ask you, hey, are you okay? And you're like, yeah, of course. And you reply in a weird way, and you go out of thoughts or out of topic, and people do not understand, but then they do. that's because you're not meant to be figured out by anybody, not even by you. And like the ancient philosopher in medieval times, Sant'Agostino, used to say, the research for the self is transcendental. So why are you hurry up to find yourself? You will find yourself through the ocean of consciousness and through the expanded nature of consciousness. And this is a wonderful journey that you're heading, and that's why you will have that twist of the genius in you. This is a new beginning for you in this lifetime as a North Node in Pisces, as you will show the world, Spirit is saying, to redefine the definition of art, of beauty, of persona, or even identity. And this is your purpose. You are meant to birth the realm of consciousness into existence. And there are infinite ways to do that. So do not be afraid to just try different things, and do not be afraid if you fail at first or what appears to be a failure. Try again. You are meant to really find something odd and unique about life and to show it to the world. Whatever you will do, you will be always perceived as different, dreamy, and quirky, and that is your unique self, and you shouldn't be afraid of that. Actually, what Spirit is saying, you should embrace this as a North Node in Pisces. So do not get stuck on Earth, but jump with your fellow fish into the world of consciousness, like I was saying before. And be aware of not getting too anxious, which we covered before as well. Your aura could be blue or green, Spirit is saying, and people will find your presence extremely soothing. And this is also part of your destiny and your purpose, to heal others with your presence and with your soothing speech or your soothing presence. You are highly sensitive, but you are born as an indigo, or you are born to challenge the status quo, to challenge life, and to be rebellious. And even though you might not feel very comfortable about this, the more you are going to embrace this indigo side of you, or this rebellious nature of yours, in a balanced and healthy way, the more universe will show you reward, because this is indeed your karmic destiny. If you will align your action so they can match your values and your inner knowingness, especially as a North Node in Pisces, and the knowingness obviously of what is right for you and is personal for you, you will be accomplished in this lifetime. Your mantra I have channeled for you as a North Node in Pisces is, I am protected. Therefore, I am allowed to be a beautiful steel swan in the lake of consciousness. No boundaries to define me, only the infinite universe above me. And this is what I found for you as a North Node in Pisces. The celebrities that I found as an inspiration that have the same North Node as you, and I'm gonna say it for the last time, I'm not good with celebrities. I don't even know half of these people, but this is what I found, are Uma Thurman, Sting, Johnny Cash, Nina Simone, Elizabeth Taylor, and Naomi Campbell. And these are just a few ones. Now, I do not know a lot about all of these people, but if you think about, for example, Sting or Nina Simone, or even Elizabeth Taylor, they have been quite of like a mystical type of artist. They have definitely the touch of the genius, and they live a very odd and peculiar life, and they're all about the realm of consciousness and diving deep into this work of art and showing art in a way that it's so different and that opens people's minds and perspective on the limitless boundaries of the universe and of consciousness and spirit. So this is what I have for you, North Node in Pisces. The channeling is gone. Now, mind you guys, of course, I'm not an astrologer. I'm just a channeler and a psychic. But I was so frustrated with the official meaning of the North Node, because I always found that they never resonated with me. And I applied this technique in my soul projects for my clients. I had wonderful results, I must say, for the people who have come to me. And thank you so much for the ones who have trusted me and this new technique. I hope this new way and new interpretation that I've channeled for you of the North Node can be generally entertaining or even helpful to guide you into your own unique purpose, having in mind that astrology, tarot, and all of these things will never control your life, will never define you. You are a unique piece of art, and you can create your existence at any time, and you can be who you want to be at any time. And the reason why I took celebrities is because this can show you that no matter what north node you have, you can all of you accomplish great things in life, and you all have the infinite potential of spirits within you. Thank you so much for being here with me today, for your support and love, for your honesty and integrity. See you on the next video, and keep in mind, you're never wrong if you follow love. Bye.